Germany, long considered the economic powerhouse of Europe, is facing a confluence of challenges. Rising inflation, trade imbalances, and competition from emerging economies are key issues. The rise of BRICS nations presents both opportunities and risks for Germany. Germany's automotive industry faces disruption from Chinese electric vehicle manufacturers. The shift towards renewable energy poses challenges for energy-intensive industries. Demographic changes strain the social security system and labour market. Geopolitical instability and supply chain disruptions add to the pressures. The BRICS nations, a grouping of 5 major emerging economies, have become increasingly influential actors on the world stage. Representing a significant share of the global population and GDP, these countries are reshaping global trade patterns, investment flows, and geopolitical alliances. Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa each bring unique strengths to the BRICS alliance. Brazil and Russia are rich in natural resources, while India and China boast large and rapidly growing consumer markets. South Africa serves as a strategic gateway to the African continent. The BRICS nations have established institutions like the New Development Bank, which aims to provide an alternative to Western-dominated financial institutions. They are actively promoting South-South cooperation, fostering trade agreements and infrastructure projects that bypass traditional Western intermediaries. This changing dynamic necessitates a recalibration of international relations and a greater understanding of the perspectives and interests of these emerging powers. Germany, like many other countries around the world, is experiencing significant inflationary pressures. Rising energy prices, supply chain disruptions, and increased demand have contributed to a surge in the cost of goods and services. The European Central Bank's response to rising inflation has been to raise interest rates, which can dampen economic growth. The war in Ukraine has exacerbated inflationary pressures in Germany by disrupting energy supplies and driving up the cost of natural gas. Germany's heavy reliance on Russian gas has made it particularly vulnerable to these price shocks. The government has implemented measures to mitigate the impact of high energy prices on consumers and businesses, but the long-term solution requires a diversification of energy sources and greater energy efficiency. Supply chain disruptions caused by the pandemic and geopolitical tensions have also contributed to inflation. Promoting free trade and open markets is essential to mitigating inflationary pressures and ensuring the smooth functioning of global supply chains. Germany's export-oriented economy, once a strength, now exposes vulnerabilities in a changing global landscape. The large trade surplus has become a source of tension with trading partners. This imbalance can create economic distortions and global trade tensions. Reliance on key markets makes Germany vulnerable to downturns. Diversifying export markets is crucial for mitigating risks. Trade as a weapon in geopolitical disputes threatens Germany's economic interests. Germany's renowned manufacturing sector, long a pillar of its economic strength, is facing increasing competition from emerging economies, particularly in Asia. Countries like China have invested heavily in manufacturing capacity and technological innovation, challenging Germany's dominance in industries such as automotive, electronics, and machinery. This competition is driving down prices and forcing German manufacturers to adapt to maintain their competitiveness. The rise of automation and artificial intelligence is further intensifying competition in the manufacturing sector. These technologies are transforming production processes, increasing efficiency, and reducing labor costs. German manufacturers must embrace these technological advancements to remain competitive and maintain their high-value added production. Investing in research and development and fostering a skilled workforce are crucial for success in this new era of manufacturing. The shift towards sustainable manufacturing practices also presents both challenges and opportunities for German manufacturers. German manufacturers can leverage their expertise in engineering and innovation to develop sustainable production processes and products, gaining a competitive edge in the global market. The BRICS nations are reshaping global trade patterns. Their rapid growth creates new markets for exporters. They are major investors in infrastructure integrating into the global economy. Promoting South-South trade fosters closer economic ties. Regional trade agreements reduce barriers and reshape trade flows. German companies can benefit by engaging with these markets. China's economic rise has been one of the most significant developments of the 21st century. The country's rapid industrialization and urbanization have transformed its economy, lifting millions out of poverty and creating a vast consumer market. China's growing economic clout is reshaping global trade patterns, investment flows, and geopolitical alliances. This presents both opportunities and challenges for Germany, which has close economic ties with China. China's Belt and Road Initiative, a massive infrastructure development project, is expanding China's economic and political influence across Asia, Africa, and Europe. This initiative involves investments in ports, railways, roads, and other infrastructure projects, creating new trade routes and connecting China to markets around the world. Germany, with its strong manufacturing sector and export-oriented economy, has the potential to benefit from these new trade routes. German companies must innovate and invest in research and development to maintain their technological edge and compete effectively with Chinese companies. The Belt and Road Initiative, or BRI, is China's ambitious global infrastructure development project. It's reshaping global trade routes and investment flows in a significant way. The initiative involves investments in ports, railways, roads, and other infrastructure projects across Asia, Africa, and Europe. This massive undertaking has the potential to transform global connectivity and create new economic opportunities for countries along the BRI routes. However, it also raises concerns about debt sustainability, environmental impact, and geopolitical implications. The BRI is creating new trade routes and facilitating the flow of goods and services between China and other countries. This increased connectivity can benefit German businesses by providing access to new markets and reducing transportation costs. However, it also raises concerns about competition from Chinese companies and the potential displacement of local businesses. German companies must adapt to this changing landscape and develop strategies to compete effectively in the BRI markets. Promoting transparency and good governance in BRI projects is essential for mitigating these risks. China's investment in German energy giant E.ON highlights growing economic interdependence between Germany and China. State Grid Corporation of China acquired a significant stake in E.ON, showcasing the flow of Chinese investment into Germany. This investment raises questions about national security, technological competition, and economic power balance. It provides China with advanced energy technologies and E.ON access to the Chinese market. Cross-border investment can promote technology transfer and economic growth. The growing economic ties between Germany and China, exemplified by the E.ON investment, have significant political and economic repercussions. The increasing interdependence between the two countries creates both opportunities for cooperation and potential for conflict. Germany must navigate this complex relationship carefully, balancing its economic interest with its political and security concerns. The economic benefits of closer ties with China are undeniable. China's vast market offers significant opportunities for German exporters, and Chinese investment can contribute to economic growth and job creation in Germany. However, this economic dependence also creates vulnerabilities. Germany must avoid becoming overly reliant on the Chinese market and diversify its economic relationships to mitigate potential risks. The political implications of closer ties with China are more complex. China's authoritarian political system and its human rights record raise concerns in Germany. Germany must work with its allies to address these security concerns and ensure a stable and secure international environment. Germany must adapt to the changing global landscape and develop strategies to navigate the challenges and opportunities presented by the rise of BRICS nations, particularly China. This requires a multifaceted approach that addresses economic, political, and security considerations. Germany must strengthen its own competitiveness, diversify its economic relationships, and engage with BRICS nations in a strategic and nuanced manner. Germany must invest in innovation and technological advancement to maintain its competitiveness in the face of growing competition from BRICS nations. This includes supporting research and development, fostering a skilled workforce, and promoting digitalization. Germany must also strengthen its manufacturing base and invest in sustainable technologies to ensure its long-term economic prosperity. Germany must diversify its economic relationships and reduce its reliance on any single market. Diversification will enhance Germany's resilience to economic shocks and reduce its vulnerability to geopolitical tensions. The rise of the BRICS nations, particularly China, is reshaping the global economic and political landscape. Germany, as a major economic power, must adapt to this changing reality and develop strategies to navigate the challenges and opportunities presented by this new multipolar world. This requires a comprehensive and strategic approach that addresses economic, political, and security considerations. Germany must strengthen its own competitiveness by investing in innovation, technology, and sustainable development. It must diversify its economic relationships to reduce its reliance on any single market. And it must engage with BRICS nations in a strategic and nuanced manner, promoting dialogue and cooperation while addressing concerns about human rights, rule of law, and security. The future of the global economy will be shaped by the interactions between established powers like Germany and emerging powers like the BRICS nations. By embracing a strategic and nuanced approach, Germany can navigate this changing landscape and secure its place in the global economy of the 21st century.